But the estimated value for my whole comic collection, my collected editions omnibus, is, oh my god. Hello. Today, we're cataloging my comic collection. If you guys couldn't tell through my videos and backdrop, I do collect omnibus editions, but really just in general, I collect collected editions. Occasional, you know, trade paperback and stuff like that. But we're using Comic Geeks. Comic Geeks. I'm just gonna type everything in and catalog what I have, and then we'll go over some stats, what I've read, how much my collection is worth. I have more than just this. Yeah, let's get to it. So I think I've got all of my Spider-Man. I kind of pre-did some of this stuff. I also have some of my X-Men done. But now on this side, you guys can see it. Maybe I'll do like a little B-roll shot of it. But we've got Fantastic Four, Hulk, Thor, Captain America, and then some Avengers. All right, we've moved on to the other side of the floating shelf. I've got some Omnis up there. But this is all DC now. And then this side of this shelf you can't see is DC. Again, I'll show you guys like footage of me panning through it so you can see it better. The method I'm going through this is like, I'm just typing in like Batman Omnibus and I'm kind of just, you know, looking at what covers I have. I am being particular of what cover and what edition I have. They do have a picture mode, which like I could do. I don't know if it's faster though, because then I'd have to take the book out, take the picture, let it scan. So I feel like doing this method is a lot easier. But yeah, like you guys probably saw in the footage that I put, we've got Batman, then it goes into Superman, which is very small, Wonder Woman, which is even smaller, Flash, Green Lantern. We've got the rest of the DC stuff here. I've also got Absolutes up high here. Over here is Marvel again, because I have a lot more Marvel than DC. All right, this side we've got more Absolutes up here. I've got just kind of some like oversized stuff, like DC Black Labels. I've got Gallery and Treasury editions from Marvel right here. And then we've got miscellaneous Marvel through this point, and then everything else is X-Men or X-Men related. It's funny because some of these, like, I can exactly remember which cover I got, you know, whether it be a direct market or standard. Marvel really only does that. DC starting to do, like, different covers, but sometimes I can't remember. That's so bad. This is, I guess, the indie section. All right, so we crunched the numbers, put it all here in Comics Geeks. The first thing is I have 438 comics. So that's just how many individual books I have in my collection, omnibus, absolute editions, hardcovers, paperbacks, gallery, whatever. But out of the 438, I've read 146. So I was also cataloging which one of these I've read, and I rated them all on Comics Geeks, giving me a total of 33% reading rate, or whatever you would call it. I've read 33% of my whole collection.
Gotta do better. I gotta do better.
Out of everything I have 253 Marvel comics, 112 DC, 33 Image, 21 Dark Horse, 4 Panini technically, 4 Boom Studios, and then everything else is kind of mix-matching randoms right there. Top characters, to no surprise, Spider-Man at number 1. I believe 177 means like the number of times he appears in each book. Captain America Steve Rogers at number 2, that's pretty surprising. Ben Grimm at number 3, not that surprising because I do really fuck with my boy Ben. Tony Stark Iron Man and Wolverine rounding out the top 5. Top writers, again, I think these are writers that are included like in each book. So Peter David, number 1, rest in peace, one of my faves. Chris Claremont, Stan Lee at number 3, Tom DeFalco, and then Fabian Nicieza. Very, very good. Top interior artist, I kind of wish they would have separated like pencilers to inkers, but I know that's really hard. But yeah, Scott Hanna at number 1, Scott Hanna, legendary inker. Al Milgrom, Joseph Rasputin, Tom Palmer, and Bob Wiak. I think those are all inkers, and that makes sense that they be included in a lot of issues because they ink a lot of stuff. Cover artists, we've got Alex Ross, Jim Lee, Mark Bagley, Jack Kirby, and Todd McFarlane. Holy cow, what a top 5. Top colorist, I feel so bad. I really only know about Paul Mounts. And then yeah, shout out to the letterers. Again, I'm not educated on letterers. But let's get to what everybody has been waiting for. Let's get to the juicy stuff. Let's talk some money. So this is what Comic Geeks is saying my estimated value is for my collection. We'll go over how much I paid, but the estimated value for my whole comic collection, my collected editions omnibus, is, oh my God, $40,289. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. As I was adding this stuff and the number kept getting bigger, I was just like, what is wrong with me? It says cover price. This is $40,092, and that's what it's saying. Total is paid. So again, I collect omnibus editions, and those retail price are about $100 to $150 each. But if you're a collector like me, you'll know that you can actually get these books for discounted prices, which is how I got a majority of my books. And actually, that's where the channel sponsor comes in, Panel Bound Comics. If you're looking to collect in collected edition, so that's omnibus, special editions, deluxes, there's no better place than Panel Bound Comics. You get these amazing prestigious books for discounted prices with immaculate shipping and outstanding customer service. And if you use my discount code and the link down below, you can get an extra discount at checkout, whether you're buying one book or multiple books. There's a discount code you can use there that will be on the screen. This is how I got a majority of my collection, so this is definitely not what I paid. If I had to give a rough estimate, I would say I probably paid half of this. I probably paid around 20 grand, because a lot of this stuff, like I said, I would get for 30, 40, sometimes even 50% off during certain sales. I've also been very blessed to have some of these gifted to me. As for the estimated value, I also would subtract like 30% from that. So I would say the value, true value of my collection is probably anywhere from like 20, 25,000, which is still a pretty crazy big number. But when you look at it, I've been collecting for 6 years. I used to get really crazy about getting almost every omnibus. I just wanted to have a ton of omnis. But as the years have gone by, I've kind of been more picky about what I want to have in my collection. Nonetheless, I'm very happy I did this. It was really fun to catalog all the stuff, and it's always cool to see the stats. Shout out to Comic Geeks. It's such a great app. Not sponsored, but hey, if you guys see this video, hit your boy up. But that has been me logging my comic collection. If you guys want to see any more videos dealing with my collection, let me know down below. I do plan on doing a full library tour, so stay tuned for that, because I'm going to set it up. It's going to look a lot nicer. And please consider subscribing, liking, commenting on the video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Subscribe for more.